So now, in regards to the modernized signals, which will be a budget of $5.4 billion. So the modern subway signal technology has been dramatically improved service, performance on the L and 7 train, which we do know those came from the other capital plan of the 2010 to 2014, which was the L train, and then the 2015, and then 2019, which is the 7 train. And the segments of the E, F, and M and R were where it has been installed, which of course that was part of the 2020-2024 capital plan in regards to those lines. With this capital plan, the MTA will replace at least 75 miles of outdated signals with communication-based train control on the Broadway, which is the N, Q, R, and W lines, Liberty Avenue, which is the A line, Rockaway A, and the Shuttle line, and Nassau Street, which is the J and Z line, right? They're gonna modernize all those lines basically, as you see in the map right there, folks. You see that? It's right there in the map, folks. Yep. Much of the subway network still depends on the Amtrak signage technology, which is the old system that they have, which is the fixed block signals actually, which is the ones they still use now. Listen, because the thing is that these fixed blocks, they're not the same as the CBTC, which you can actually run 3 trains together compared to 2 trains on that fixed block. Wow, amazing. So the modernization technology allows for more faster, more frequent, and more reliable service. So this capital plan will bring CPTC to all Broadway, NQ, R, and W lines, Liberty Avenue A lines, Rockaway A and Shuttle line, and the Nassau Street J and Z. I don't know why they can't just go past that J and C. I mean, they should go way past Delancey, to be honest. But okay. So this is in regards to the modernized signal that the MTA is doing. So you see the map right here, folks. This is actually the plan, which will be for the 2025 and 2029 capital plan, folks. Here we go. Next. So now they're gonna also upgrade maintenance facilities, which will be a budget of $2 billion. So the MTA's 93 shops and 70-yard maintenance and repair subways and railroad trains. While some of these are new, many have not been rehabilitated in decades and are not configured to be able to serve new railroads. So of course, the 2025-2029 capital plan invests in all range of train maintenance facilities, including the Livonia shop and the 240 street shop too also. So many of the MTA shops where trains are maintained and repaired are in all state of disrepair. In some cases, they are outdated, they cannot accumulate modern railroads, right? So of course they're gonna modernize the yards too also, folks. Not just having new trains, because you need new yards to maintain new trains, folks, right? Same thing as railroad trains too also, and etc. Right? Those yards, in order for them to carry the new tech trains, right? So in the capital plan, the MTA will rehabilitate the shops and the yards that most in need of investment, including the reconstruction of the Livonia shop, right? So of course they'll be doing some upgrades in the maintenance facilities, right? Which is the yards that's needed basically. Yep, which is the low ceiling, the narrow aisles, and then the shallow maintenance, pits. Yep. All right, next. So now let's talk about the renewal of the power system. So this will be a budget of $4 billion, folks. right? Yep, so that'll be $4 billion, folks. $4 billion. So, in regards to this budget of $4 billion for the newer power systems, all our subway and much our railroads run on electrical power, right? The infrastructure required to support these extensive transit networks invades complex and often precautiously outdated. So the 2025-2029 capital plan invests in power substations and other key power infrastructures to help prevent service disruptions. Right? So the power so basically the power incidents are infrequent but cause major service problems when they occur, of course. So the 2025-2025 capital plan includes major investment in the power system, a major step in the effect to stabilize it for the next generation, right? So each power failure caused an average of 34 stations to be delayed, more than any other type of failure. So here you see the map, folks, in regards to the MTA's substation converts high voltage of AC power from the utility providing into a 650 volt of DC power for moving trains, right? So see, this is what they're gonna do. You see the picture here. Yep. See the third rail, and then the voltage will be transferred there to there, and then you got the utility, company here, right, which is the MTA substation that controls everything basically. So here you'll see a picture of what they're gonna do in regards to renewing the power system, which is important. Without that, these trains, these railroads will not run at all without this. All right, next. So now they're also gonna do a rebuild for the Grand Central Authority. That will be a budget at $1.7 billion, folks. So technically, the Grand Central Authority of 4 miles of stretch that includes the terminal itself. So the train share the Park Avenue Tunnel and the Park Avenue viaduct carries 98% of all Metro North service, and it is in desperate need of repair. So the MTA will rehabilitate these elements of the Grand Central Authority without significantly disrupting service. So if you guys want to read more into this, I'm not going to get too much detail about it. Oh, you know what? Let me just get into it right now. Alright, so much of the Grand Central Authority is 100 years old and rapidly deteriorating, which is really bad. 100 years old, which is, that's too many years, folks, right? So the 2025-2020 capital grant will fund major renovations to the Grand Central Authority, making sure it is in good condition for the next century. So here we have a diagram here of the train shed structure deficiency. So it shows you from 1984 till now of how much damage it has. So from 2023, you see how much damage it has. It needs to be worked on. And here you see the picture too also of how it was before and now how it is after. You see, of the improvements that they're trying to do. Yep. So that's going to be the rebuild of the Grand Central Authority itself. All right, next slide, folks. So here we got the rebuild of the Grand Central Authority. So this is just a picture here of the train shed, as well as the Park Avenue Tunnel and the Park Avenue viaduct. These are all the improvements that the MTA will be doing from the Grand Central Authority, extending from the terminal to the Harlem River. So you see the diagram here of the Grand Central. You see that? They're gonna do a whole rehab construction all the way through here, folks. Yep. From 125th Street, basically, right? Yep. From 125th all the way to 42nd. All that. And that's how, this is the picture of what they're gonna be, fixing, folks. All right. Nice diagram, also. These nice pictures here. All right, next slide, folks.